Hey guys, I'm filling in for my wife. Just wanted to put an intro to this video that we're going to be showing you, and it's going to be about the pool and how the process from going from a pool with pump that's broken, that's really rough and nasty, to a pool that's swimmable, beautiful, and the kids love it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through, fast forward some pieces so that you can see the whole process, and then at the end we're going to show you the outcome of that pool. So if you're ready, let's go.
So far they started acid washing this, so even though they're not going to get to the resurface for like 3 or 4 weeks, they're prepping it and cleaning it, making it safe so the kids can swim the next 3 or 4 weeks and they don't waste the whole summer with a dirty pool. So even though it still looks a little questionable, we're going to go and this all is going to get cleaned out, and we're going to take this like 2 feet out. So I'll lose my beautiful grapevine. Look at that. I got muscadine grapes, can grow southern Florida. So I have a bunch down there, but I'll probably have to start over with my muscadine grape, but I'll bring this out 2 feet, or I'll leave this where it is. We'll paint these. These are still very sturdy. And then we'll move this out to the grass out 2 feet just to keep the pool cleaner, and we'll put white rock in here. So we'll dig all this up just to start. The yard is going to be a bear. So you can see, like, all of these are going to have to be redone. So starting out, we'll just slowly tackle the yard in sections just because it's just too big. But for now, I'm working on painting the fence for the pool just for security. And what we'll probably do is go ahead and dig out the yard, do the rock, and then we'll work on replacing the fence. And like I said, for security, I'll do these we got panels. So whatever's an 8-foot panel, we could pop out and pop in a painted white panel. You know, paint the post real quick and then put the panel, because I still want to keep this secure for the younger children. And you know, we don't let them outside. We have double locks on the door, but you know, in Florida, you just really have to be careful. So right now they're letting that dry a little bit, taking a little break, and then we'll see what the next section is. But it's already, I think, just the bugs looking better. But you can see, like, farther out, like, they've got equipment out that they're using, but around the base of this here, like, all the fence, like, it's just warped over time or disintegrated or whatever it does. So we're gonna just put an all new paneling in, and it'll be white, and then this deck is gonna be redone and done like a light gray, and then we have blues and stuff inside. So far it's looking good. It's cleaning up really nice inside. I think they're gonna do another coat. And then, of course, when we do fill it, waiting for the pool to be redone, we'll treat it and do the chlorine. But eventually, it will go to salt. Hey, guys. Welcome back. I know, it's a lot of look. We're going blonde. We tried a new red color, and it kind of stayed on my lips all night. And I'm fixing to take my daughter to have some oral surgery. But I wanted to show you kind of where we left off on the pool. So, you know, we had to clean up our deck, so I know it's messy. The grill's covered, but we're painting new fence because when they're done with our pool, we are gonna just attach new fence. And all of this, see, we're getting rid of this furniture too, but I figured I could do more fence painting if I could, and I don't want it perfect, so it's like a whitewash. So some of the knots, coloring and stuff, they'll come through. I might touch them up a little bit, but The grills will end up staying back here. But I figured I could clean this off, lay one across. I'm not going to keep this once it's done just because it starts to look like it's rusting a little bit. So I have the 2 sawhorses here and here, so I can lay 2 fence across it and really get painting, because I have, what is that? My dogs are out here helping, 6. So we got everything cleared up. The other thing, so the kids have been swimming, the pool's not on, so everything's settled to the bottom. But you can see, like, we have a huge pool. I think it's like 8.5 feet. So, oh, look back there. I don't know if you can see it. We planted a papaya tree. If you like papaya or you make smoothies, that plant, you have to make sure you get the right, because there's a male and female. I'm not sure which, but you have to see fruit, because one will give you fruit and one won't. But that thing will, once it starts producing, that thing will just give us an obnoxious amount of fruit. My father-in-law has one, and he just always has papaya. So we took down our fence and we struggled with, okay, do we want to put up a wood fence again? Do we want to put up like maybe like a white fence that's shorter? And I just didn't, there was no benefit. You still have to use the wood. So I said, I just want to keep the wood fence, white little picket fence around it. So all the posts we kept up. The posts are fine. Let me come out. We left the door on because we're going to cut it to match. But you can just see, like, it's like they've had this. It got painted multiple times. There might have been like a leak right here that was cut out. All that's going to be fixed. I think they're going to put like a hole there for an umbrella stand, redo everything. I mean, it didn't even match. Like, it's brown. The 6-inch tiles are brown, and then there's like a burgundy, so then they painted, I don't know. But all of these, I mean, they're darker color. I'm gonna paint them white. All of these are super sturdy. There's not any dry rot on any of these, and these are cemented in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna paint, sorry, it would help if I show you. And I know this looks crazy, but we're gonna paint all of these. We're gonna replace this fence, but we're gonna paint all these, and then when they're done with the pool, because it's like a white stain, so it's really drippy. So before they do the deck work, we're gonna paint those. And it probably only take me maybe an hour to paint all of them, because the paint goes on super quick. I just wanna have it done before all this is painted and it drips on it. But I wanted to show real quick, just because they're coming today. So they're gonna drain the pool, and this is starting they said a week. It's Florida, it rains. We'll see like how long this takes. So they're gonna recover this speckle part and retile all these. Then they're going to do the 6-inch tiles, the 3-inch tiles. Our pump work is already done, and then they're going to do all of this and make it kind of the same. It's going to be retextured, painted, so it'll look like a whole new pool. We thought about extending the deck, but I just didn't even want to deal with this. So this thing, I know it looks like a mountain of weeds. We are so far south, we can't really grow grapes except one, and it's muscadine grapes. And I was like, oh, we'll just take out the grapevine. It won't be a big deal. And it had gone almost to the end down here. The what is this called? The vines had gone all the way down, and it was producing grapes. Not a ton of grapes, but grapes. I hadn't fertilized it because I thought I was going to cut it. So what I decided to do is, and this is like rosemary, so this needs to come up. This is the actual vine right here. And this was like spicy basil, and I had planted those next to it just because those were like companion plants. So I'm going to take them out, but I never had to treat my vine. Like, I never had to treat my grapevine for anything because the companion vines. So I might let it come back and see what it does, and maybe plant some other kind of flower. Maybe plant some other kind of flower here, and let it trail along the white fence, because it did look pretty when it was hanging down, and it gave a little bit of coverage, but I mean, not a ton. But it did look pretty most of the year. So that's what we're gonna do with that, and we're gonna see. It's a pretty good sized pool, but we're gonna be, you know, over here. I think we're gonna take the orange trees out. They're just not producing anything, and I guess there was a huge, years ago there was a huge just, you know, something that affected the citrus trees, and it just wiped them all out, and you almost have to replant them, and they're not any good. So I might take those out. I have a nest of cardinals and blue jays, and I don't know if they're in this tree or my oak tree, so I have to check before I take them down. And then banana plants we have to clean up. Those actually gave us bananas, and they were really good this year because I fertilized the tar out of them. And then we have the mango tree, which has gotten huge, so this needs to be trimmed back this year, these low branches, so we'll do that. But I'll show you some video clips of them adding in the pool fixes and renovations, and show you the progress. But this is where we're starting. It's been about 2 months since they did this. They just, family pools in Port St. Lucie was just super nice. They made sure that the kids could swim this summer, and especially with COVID, they just didn't have anything fun that we could go do. So the pool really allowed them to burn off some energy and stay cool, and so we're really thankful they came out and drained it and cleaned it, and we've been swimming in it. We have a pool guy that does it, but super grateful, and they were super understanding that even though they couldn't get through the whole thing, they had time to do certain parts of it. And you know, cosmetic is cosmetic. So come on, Max. So super grateful for them, and now excited to finish the rest of this pool. Let's see. Okay, so we've been gone today because we had an orthodontics appointment, but it looks like they've cut that section out that was bad, and it looks like they're doing something here. I don't know, the drain maybe, which is good. And then they've taken all around the pool, they've taken like all the tiles. They chipped all the tiles here. You can see all the pipes and stuff. And then still a little bit of water. I think they were cleaning it. Like you can see, like, see if I can get. Like you can see they got like all around their big chunks out. Same thing around the skimmer. So this is day 1, which is a good amount. It looks like it's like the initial, they got all those front tiles off. So we'll wait and we'll see what's on day 2. It's Saturday, and it just was crazy busy. So I didn't get to film every day. It was raining, so I really couldn't get any film. So they worked, I think they worked Monday all day, Tuesday all day, and then the other days they were just able to work like half a day because we have like a storm coming in. It's just been really rainy all week. So this is how it's looking. The first day they did the tile, but we've gotten our deck done. This all looks great. It's going to be painted, of course. They're working today because I don't know what they had to do today. Oh, the first coat of paint has to be done on all the deck work, but this just looks so different. There's so much more room here. I thought, oh, I can't put anything on this deck, and I can fit some chairs on here, so we will find some patio furniture that works. But yeah, so this looks completely different. So what's left is they have to redo the inside of the pool. They put this mud stuff on it, and then they have to paint 2 coats of the deck, and then in here just buy a new door. So from this angle you can really tell we wanted all of this to kind of flow from one to another, which it really does. So this over here was a second piece. This was a second piece. It was red, it was uneven, it was like somebody self-poured all of this. So instead of getting it re-poured, we just had them level it out. And you can see about right here, you can't really tell, but right here is where the two pieces are up here, where one is covered and one isn't. So we have to pressure wash and clean all of this stuff, but now it's just, it looks like one big piece with the addition of like this. So it's looking completely different. And again, they're estimating like a week and a half from start to finish. Now we obviously had a hole and we had a shell, but this company's been so professional, out every day, didn't start the project till they were ready to go from start to finish. And the guys we have working are just awesome. So Family Pools is doing a great job. And you can tell over here, the kids and I got about 6 fence painted and we still have 4 more to go. Or no, we got 5 painted and we have 5 more to go. So we're working on it. It's just a slow process, but we are super happy with how this is looking. Hey guys, so it is, oh my gosh, it's so bright out here with all this white now. So it's Monday. They came, and I want to say in 2 hours they did all of this. So I have my tiles on the steps, and there's, I guess I can walk on it because they're filling it. So I guess they're already filling it. It took them 2 hours, I think, to do all of this bottom part. We've already started, I didn't even know they were filling it, but it looks so pretty. They've added stuff back in, so I guess we are going to fill it. And I thought they would paint it, but I guess not. But yeah, looks super good. It's so bright out here, and I know it's Florida, and I know it's, you know, the middle of the day, well, probably like 4 o'clock, but the white just makes it look so much prettier. So yeah, so it looks like they did out here, like this is like the grayish color. You can see the difference here. We wanted to do this a light gray and this a white, just to do some contrast. And then of course the fence is going to be white, so you can really see the gray now. So we'll let them go and fill it up, and it's not a super dark gray. I just didn't want white. And then you can definitely see the gray color in here. So this area looks so much bigger. we're gonna put the girls back over here, but we'll definitely have to get some patio stuff because I just don't want to put anything on my back porch now. Isn't that terrible? As I've gotten older, I've become like a minimalist, I think. So we have still our 5 fences. We were out of town this weekend, so you know, we have our grill and our smoker that we'll put on the porch, but for the most part, I think we're gonna set up things so that we don't have to move them. So if we put our grill right here, we can make sure like nothing happens to it. But there is if they're supposed to paint this again, because I can see where, then we might have to change some stuff, but looking good.
Okay, and here's the outcome of the pool. So get ready for the surprise. This is our new pool. They did a phenomenal job. Great. And we're still working on the fence now, but still very clean, very blue, very swimmable. Thank you guys for joining us, and we hope to hear from you soon. Remember to like and subscribe. We want to be able to produce more videos for you guys so you guys can enjoy the adventure with us. Alright guys, we'll see you soon.